And on today's episode of Dumb American Laws, we have California. In Baldwin Park, no one is allowed to ride a bicycle in a swimming pool. This reminds me of the trend in like the 90s and early 2000s when you'd see commercials for the dumbest products imaginable. I feel like this was one of them. They just put a bicycle with some floaties. They're like, yeah, let your kids ride it. They definitely won't drown. In Blythe, or Blythe, however you say it, you are not permitted to wear cowboy boots unless you already own at least 2 cows. I feel like someone was gatekeeping cowboy boots, and I respect it. Especially if they have those little, like, metal clanky things at the end of the ankles. If you want to cosplay, you better own up to it. I respect it. Burlingame. It is illegal to spit, except on baseball diamonds. I'm assuming that means bases or something, I guess. And I feel like it should be mixed with tobacco as well. Like, that should be a prerequisite. Caramel ice cream may not be eaten while standing on the sidewalk. Repealed when Clint Eastwood was mayor? Yo, I feel like I missed an important moment in American history, because that dude's based as fuck. I can picture him just walking into a courtroom, just like, you're all a bunch of pussies, and then just jumping into his Gran Torino and taking off into the sunset. Women may not wear high heels while in city limits. Interesting, but okay, I feel like that would help productivity a little bit. Get to work, woman. Get to moving. Burlingame seems like a really controversial place. Holy shit, I need to look into it though. Community leaders pass an ordinance that makes it illegal for anyone to try to stop a child from playfully jumping over puddles of water. Based. Let kids be kids. You mean to tell me they can't even, like, jump over puddles of water? Or, like, I still do it as an adult where you get little, like, boots on and then you just kind of paddle your feet around in the puddle. I still do that shit. We need more moments like that to where people complain about something stupid and then the cop shows up and they're like, hey, you know what? We're gonna arrest you instead. How about that? Hollywood, let's go. It is illegal to drive more than 2,000 sheep down Hollywood Boulevard at one time. Yep, I could already tell this was a specific scenario gone wrong. Maybe a sheep farmer had like a vendetta against a certain movie or a cast of actors. Which honestly is an interesting way to start a protest. Just roll up to the site with a bunch of sheep with picket signs kind of taped to their backs. In California, it is illegal to have caller ID? What the fuck? I feel like that's a basic right to have as a human. I have the right to know who I should be ignoring. Like, nothing makes you feel more powerful than seeing a bill collector pop up, and then just maniacally laughing at them. Like, haha, I'm not going to answer until it stops ringing and goes to voicemail. It's pretty nice. In California, it's against regulations to let phones ring more than 9 times in state offices. I feel like this is a law in the wrong direction. Like, shouldn't there just be a regulation in general against having phones in offices? Though it would be a funny way to ruin someone's presentation while they're running for office. It is illegal to cry on the witness stand. Alright, so hot take, this is gonna sound kinda sexist, but I don't think women should be allowed to cry in court in general, just because it's so overpowered. All a woman has to do is cry during court and she gets everything she wants. Which, not to take anything from their humanity, but you have to admit it happens way too often. And people will not hesitate to use it, especially if there's no negative consequence for it. But guys should be allowed to cry all they want. If a dude cries, that's some serious shit. In Lodi, it is illegal to own or sell silly string. And you know what? I say this from experience. Fuck silly string. Because I remember at least a few times someone would always like hitting our trailer with fucking silly string. So fuck them. I don't know if you've ever tried to clean up old silly string that's been like caked onto your shit. It's not fun. It's actually quite annoying. But at the same time, if you're the one using the silly string, it is pretty fun. Wait, hold on. It is illegal to set a mousetrap without a hunting license? We need paperwork to hunt mice? What type of dystopian fucking nightmare is happening in California? What, so you get a rat infestation? And then the cops come by and they're like, hey, we're gonna have to see some paperwork for that? Go fuck yourself. What, do they sell the mousetraps by the guns over there? Like, oh, where are your mousetraps? Oh, over there by the hunting rifles. It's like, wow, I didn't know the mousetrap had a similar DPS as a hunting rifle. That's an interesting place to put it, I guess. I don't know, this one just gets me mad. I hope whoever made this law gets their dick caught in a mousetrap. Women may not drive in a housecoat. First of all, what the fuck is a housecoat? Secondly, we're really limiting the swag women have in California, don't we? So if you want to drive in the city, as a woman, you can't be wearing high heels or have on a housecoat, because then you get thrown in double jail. That's kind of fucking crazy. But yep, there's California. A bunch of nonsensical dystopian garbage.